everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've got this look for you, which is sort of a rock chick purple-ish smoked wing look. Yeah. I even dressed for the occasion with a ripped shirt with purple details and all. But yeah, anyway, I just really wanted to do something like I said, like a sort of a rock inspired look. You know, like, yeah, just smoky, soft and still kind of easy to apply. Because like I said, it is pretty much a purple smoky eye. The liner is smoked out at the end and then we're gonna hide any mistakes there might be with lashes that are also actually quite easy to apply. So yeah, we're just gonna have a fun day here. Let's get started. Welcome to me and my eyebrows. I've already done those off camera because it's pretty much the same every single time. Just fill them in however you want. Another disclaimer, if you can hear wind in the background, the storm Dennis is upon us this weekend that I'm filming this. And it's quite audible that it's there. So yeah, I can't really do a lot about that, sorry, it's just going to be as it is. But yeah, for my primer I'm just going to use a clear, well, it mattifies, I'm already wearing it on this eye. It sort of mattifies, but it doesn't give off much coverage because I don't really need a flawless eye base this time. I want to go for something smoky, grungy, that sort of thing. So yeah, just gonna use this one. It does actually, like, it does mattify, it does make the colors pop, and it also makes it last all day on me without creasing. This is by NYX, by the way. But as always, of course, you don't need to use the exact same products I did. I'll just list everything I did use below in the video description. But anyway, for eyeshadows I'm going to use the Heaps of Sweets palette by XOBeauty. Because it's pretty and it contains the colors I need. So basically you'll need a transition shade, a brow bone highlight, a matte purple, a softer matte purple, probably also for some more blending now that I think of it, and a shimmery purple. That's it. So yeah, I'm just going to pull you up a little bit closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. Kind of wondering, by the way, how much of the wind is still going to be audible over the noise reduction I always do over the audio. I really hope it won't be too annoying, but anyway, I'm just tossing a transition shade in the crease now. On a big fluffy blender, and I'm just blending it up almost to my eyebrow. I really want this to be nice and smoky. So it's also going into the outer corner. And also what this does is it's just going to set the primer in place immediately as well. Which, for my oily skin, even the best primers in the world, even stuff like, I don't know, like Urban Decay, Primer Potion and stuff, even that sort of thing, I do always need to make sure that there's enough eyeshadow in the crease, because I have really oily skin. So yeah, I just really need to make sure that that's all set. Yeah, I never set it with a powder, because if I set it with a translucent powder, it's just going to not grab onto the color as much, so I prefer to just set it with the transition shade. Next up, we're going to add the lighter purple shade. And we're going to do that on a... It's still a blending brush, but it has a lot of hair in it, so it picks up a lot of color. Which means you basically dip once or twice, and then you have enough for the entirety of the eye. Which is kind of nice, and then it also blends nicely. So I'm just going to pull it inwards, like so, not all the way to the inner corner. Also, by the way, like, if you had any, like, New Year's resolutions, are you still keeping up with them? Interestingly enough, I did not actually, I don't do New Year's resolutions. Yet I accidentally had one, and I accidentally am actually still following up on it. I said that I wanted to watch more movies. And now I've decided to actually get a subscription to the cinema. It's how life goes sometimes. But I am a cheapskate Dutch person. In case you don't know, like, we have the, like, reputation that we're all cheapskates. It's true for me, at least. But the cinema I go to here in Rotterdam, Pathé, it's not sponsored or anything. It's just something you know, like, I just went there because, you know, the pictures looked good and I was like, yeah, it's probably a nice cinema. Point being, they have this, like, thing where you, with an app, you collect stars. And then once you have, like, bought 3 tickets, then you can get a free movie ticket. So what I want to do is just buy one more ticket, then I'll have a free ticket, and after I've used the ticket I actually want to go buy a subscription to the cinema, because there is actually, like, now that I've actually paid attention to it, there are a lot of movies that I want to see. Like, I want to see the Black Widow movie when it comes out. I want to see the Sonic movie, I want to see that next weekend actually, because, you know, Jim Carrey is the villain, so it's guaranteed to be funny. I also, like, I know I'm not really the intended age group, but still, you know. Also, there's going to be a sequel, I heard somewhere, of Top Gun, which, you know, the movie from the 80s, but it's actually set like 30 years in the future, so Tom Cruise actually is older and all. So it's kind of realistic, which is nice. Like, they don't try to portray him as still being 30 years younger or something. And also, The Lighthouse is finally going to be in the cinema in the Netherlands at the end of February, and I really want to see that as well, because it's like right up my alley, you know, a creepy lighthouse, a thriller, lighthouse keepers, and the loneliness of being there, and I just love creepy stories about lighthouses. It's like my favorite kind of creepy thing. So yeah, I really, really want to see that as well. So yeah, I figured with how many movies I still want to see in the cinema, I might as well just get a subscription, because that's probably cheaper on the long run. Anyway, back to actual eye look talk. I do want the outer corners to be even a little bit more darker, so now I'm going to go into the matte dark purple shade. I am actually planning on making this sort of a grungy, smoked out liner look. So I don't need the outer corners to be fully black, because, you know, I still want to be able to see my eyeliner. But yeah, I'm just applying this with a very tiny brush so I can really keep it localized only in the outer corner and just dab it out carefully. And just, you know, deepen it up a little but not make it too dark. And now with only like half a molecule of product on the big fluffy blender, the transition shade to be precise, I'm just going to go over the edge here between the crease shade and the eyebrow bone. Brow bone. You know that thing. And just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until I'm finally happy with how smooth the edges are. I'll be back in about a year. Okay, don't be startled, we're very close now, because after the eyelid I'm going to do the liner, and, you know, the closer you are, the better you can see what I'm doing. But first off, I'm just going to apply a little bit of a very pale shimmer underneath my eyebrow, as a highlight. Then for the eyelid, this is what we're going to aim for. I'm first off just going to use a shimmery purple. I'm going to pull it almost to the inner corner, but not completely. Like till about here. If you want this to be full on metallic, by the way, you can always dampen your brush with a little bit of setting spray or even regular water. But I want to keep it kind of softer, so yeah. I want it sparkly, but I don't need it to be full on metallic. So I'm just using a more fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm using it dry. And then, because I personally prefer to have my eyelid be a little bit paler compared to the rest. I mean, I just think this looks nicer on me than this. I'm just going to use my highlighting shade, put it into that inner corner, and then just pretty much blend it all over the purple, just so you get sort of this two-tone purple with shimmer on top of it. Result, which is like, it's not going to cover the purple obviously, but it is just going to make it paler, so in my opinion it just looks better on my eye shape. It is optional. If you do like very dark smoky eyes on yourself, then you can always just leave off the shimmer on the lid. But I'm gonna add it just because I feel like I'm gonna like the look more then. Now, for now we're just done with the eyeshadow palette and we're gonna move to a a gel liner. I'm not using a liquid liner because I want to be able to smudge it out slightly. So I'm just gonna apply it first with a more straight up edgy brush. And then with a slightly rounder brush, I'm just going to smudge it out upwards a little bit to get that grungy effect. Okay, that's on there. I'm just going to smudge it first before moving on to the other eye, because otherwise this is going to be fully dry. And I'm just going to use a little bit more extra product in order to get it smudged. Okay, I just decided I wanted to be darker, so I'm going to use an eyeshadow. The one that I always need to wipe off my fingers as soon as I open it, because it's broken and there's just so much left I don't want to replace it yet. So yeah, we're just gonna deal with it. Okay, I just wanted to be a little bit more pointy, so I'm doing that now, but I think this is pretty much the eyeliner we're gonna go for. So I think I'm just going to do the other eye and then I'll come back to you. We're back. Other than the other eye, I also obviously did my foundation, concealer and powder in that order. I thought I would take you along for the actual appliance of colored stuff on the face, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, first I'm going to contour with this shade, Vanilla from the palette. By the way, I used this shade over here as my transition shade, which is warmer. If cool tones look better on you, you can also use this as a transition shade in the beginning. But yeah, because it's so cool, I am going to use it as the contour shade. I literally had to think about the word for a moment there. But yeah, just gonna do a nice sharp contour. For blush I'm going to use the purple shade, like the pale purple shade from the palette. Because then it's definitely going to fit well with the eye look. Do be careful when using a eyeshadow as a blush, because it can very easily be way too much. So yeah, be gentle with it. And then lastly for highlighter I'm also using the one that I already used on the eyes. And then also some setting spray while we're at it anyways. And then I'm going to pull you up closer again for the eyeballs. Then we're gonna start for the eyes with the, well, the under eyelid really. With a black pencil. Rare, because I usually start with the eyeshadow, but I want to build it from the darkness this time. Actually, I'm gonna go even further and use the gel liner and a brush to make it extra pointy there. Then we're going to go for this effect, for which I'm going to use my completely dead and doomed black eyeshadow again. Whatever you do, be careful. I actually recommend not using an eyeshadow that's like pretty much falling apart, because at this point you don't want to get fallout. Or at least I don't want to get fallout. But yeah, I'm just connecting it to the wing on that kind of rounded brush. And just blending it until about halfway. Because, you know, like on the inner corner on the top, it's not very smoked out either. And I want to continue the trend on the bottom eyelid. I really want to keep the smokiness to the outer corner and then just have it more smooth, I guess, on the inside. Yeah, just make it nice and dark. Then I'm going to use a tiny fluffy brush and go back to the palette for a moment with the dark purple shade. And just blend it out so I don't have weird patches down there. And just really try to make your skin look smoother. Really helps into getting it nice and even. Just nicely blended. Then, because I didn't do things in a very smart order, I'm going to do my inner corner highlight with an angled brush. Because I applied the eyeliner in the inner corner first, and now I'm going to have to work around it. Because I don't want to, well, I don't want to soften it with the highlight pretty much. But yeah, if you want to do this a smart way, apply the inner corner highlight first. And then just go over it with the eyeliner. Probably a bit easier. Then, a very special moment. I'm going to grab a new pair of the Soulmate by xoBeauty. For those of you who are subscribed to my channel, or at least have watched more videos already, I have this old dingy pair of the Soulmate, and because I'm a cheapskate I keep using it even though it's completely doomed at this point. But I'm finally going to grab a new pair. Now, one thing I like about these is that they're very natural, so they pretty much give an effect of your own lashes but with extensions. Like, they're very long, but they're not overbearing, they don't cover everything. So yeah, that's why I'm using these, and also they're really perfect for my eye shape and they're very easy to apply, and I don't even need to shorten the lash bands for them to fit, which is good because I'm quite lazy. Then lastly, I'm just gonna apply some mascara on my bottom lashes and also a little bit on the top just to blend everything together. And I think I'm just going to go for nude lips today. So yeah, after this we're just pretty much going to move straight on to the show part. And that brings us to the end of this video. Yeah, basically the lips are Power Plumping Gel Lipstick. Yeah, long name, by Catrice. It's just a purple-ish, nude, pinkish shade. Like, I really think like it's neutral, but it fits the eye look, so that's really what I was going for. Other than that, yeah, that was it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe to my channel. For now, at any rate, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!